What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So before I get into this video, I want to give a big shout out once again to Daryl Sloan for the donation to the channel. Yet again, showing love to the channel via the Cash App. Much respect to Daryl Sloan, one of the greatest NBA historians I have ever come across in my what? How long have I been doing videos? My 10 years. 10 years doing videos, man. And even before that, just interacting with other people online. It's been 15 years. 15 years, man, being on YouTube, man. And Daryl Sloan is right up there with the best of them. So much respect to him. I got some videos coming out for you guys tomorrow. I have a historical comparison video. I have a video continuing with the top playoff performers. And whatever is breaking tomorrow will be on either this channel or Too Raw for Sports. And I think I'm going to upload on my music channel probably again this weekend. So look out for that as well. And I'm going to upload tonight on the Patreon and this weekend. So look out for that. So thank you all for showing love. And to anyone else that chooses to show love, if you can do so in the links in the description box below via the PayPal or the Cash App or in the pinned comment in the comment section below. Now I got to say this about Kyrie Irving. All right. Um, you got to step up, man. You got to step up. It's on you. It's on you, man. Look, KD is still out. The Brooklyn Nets are in a precarious situation right now. I believe they are six right now in the Eastern Conference standings. When you look at the history of the NBA, out of all of the champions, going all the way back to 1947, there's only been two teams that have won it all that were lower than third seeds. The fourth seeded 1969 Celtics and the sixth seeded Houston Rockets. Now, it's possible that a six or seven for each seed can win a title, but the question is, how likely is that? And why would you even put yourself in a situation where you have to be on the road constantly throughout a series? Now, some people think that the Nets would prefer to be on the road because they have availability to Kyrie Irving more. I think it's a bad strategy. What Kyrie Irving has to do, because James Harden is not to be relied upon. James Harden is a plotting, scheming, selfish motherfucker. If they're not going to call it out in the media, mainstream media, I'll call it out. He's a selfish motherfucker, typical of a lot of these today's NBA players. He's already probably thinking about where else he can go to get an easy championship. That's what he's looking for, the easiest path to a title. So James Harden is dialing it in right now. He's not really trying. If anything, he could be being spiteful, saying, hey, we were playing all these games without Kyrie Irving. Let him handle the load. Let him, pick up the tab. While we've been doing all the fucking work, he could be having that type of thought process. But this is my thing, though. Even with all of that bullshit, Kyrie, you have to step up. If LeBron James can average 29 points a game in his 19th season, right, with AD on his team, with Russell Westbrook on his team, if he's able to do that, Kyrie, what's stopping you from averaging 30 points a game? I mean, as Stephen A. Smith tells me, you are a showstopper, okay? You're the most skilled player in the NBA. You're a great finisher. You have a better mid-range game than LeBron James. You have a better outside game than LeBron James. Your handles are fucking superior to his. All right, you're not as big as strong as he is, but you're quicker. You're younger. You're closer to your prime. You're in your prime. You're 29 years old. What the fuck is stopping you from averaging 30 points a game right now? which is what this team needs from you. Look, stamina is not a problem. You're only playing half of the remaining games. They need you because if you do that, if you go into these contests with that type of mindset, fucking look, you're gonna fucking destroy everything in your path with that type of aggression. Nobody can't say a motherfucking thing about you, right? Because if this team fails, and that's where they're headed to right now, you know who they're going to point the finger at. They're not going to point the finger to KD. They're not going to point the finger to media darling. I don't know why the fuck he is, but media darling James Harden. They're going to point the finger to you, saying you've been a distraction. It wasn't for your position on the elixir. He would be availability. His availability for all games would be there. He's the one that fucked this season up. That's why you should go out there and play balls to the wall fucking basketball every available game that you're playing so they can't fucking blame you for shit. Therefore, that puts more of the onus on the other players, especially contrasting you to James Harden. Somebody got to say something. Somebody have to say, look, man, Kyrie's out there giving his all, and James Harden isn't doing anything. But, right now they're trying to blame you really. They're setting you up for the fall. So all I'm saying is, Kyrie, you're going to have to be the leader of this team. You were the guy that put this team together for the most part. You got to be the leader right now because James Harden's not a fucking leader. Steve Nash is not a fucking leader. Well, he was a leader on the court, but he's not a great coach. I'll put you like that. KD is out. You got to be that guy, man. Y'all have enough talent to be able to beat at least these mediocre and cellar dwelling teams. Can't be losing to the Orlando Magic and the Houston Rockets and the Portland Trailblazers and the fucking Sacramento Kings. You can't be losing to these goddamn teams. You know what I'm saying? No, that's unacceptable. You can't be losing to these teams. Now, as a fan, I could give two shits about the fucking Brooklyn Nets. I could care less about them. But as an analyst, or trying to be an analyst, you got to expect more out of Kyrie Irving. A little bit more than what he's been given. Okay. Gave him a pass the first couple of games. You said rust, whatever. The guy been in shape. He chose the path that he chose. So, it is what it is. Tell me what you guys think.